for all of the
Hey, we
marbles
started with a bang, ended with a bang.
to go to the
It's almost like they knew.
NFC Championship game. The LA Rams going into Chicago. It's fucking cold. I said that at
Very
least
cold.
20 times during the stream. It's fucking cold.
The ball was slick.
The ball was slick. There was snow on the ground. The Rams, I don't know what it is. Kyron Williams was super clutch in the run game. Matthew Stafford made clutch throws when he needed it. And Caleb Williams had some fucking amazing plays. Amazing plays. Kyron Williams with a touchdown early to get the fucking show started, 7-0 in Chicago. DJ Moore gets a touchdown in the second quarter, tie game 7-7. DJ Moore makes a fucking crazy juggling grab with one hand. They get a field goal. The Chicago Bears. To make it 10-7 going into half. We get to the fourth quarter. Kyron Williams gets his second touchdown. 17-10. Rams are up. Caleb Williams, with the game on the line, the season on the line, a shot to the NFC Championship game on the line, throws up a 40-yard prayer. And when I mean prayer, I mean everybody in the Bible combined. Prayer to Cole Kmet in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Tie game. That was honestly one of the craziest throws I've ever seen in my entire life. On the back foot, fade away with touch and accuracy. That looked Mahomey. That was some Mahomey fucking shit from Caleb. So I got to give him credit for that. The game goes to overtime. We get 2 fucking overtime games in this fucking wild card, in this divisional weekend. Creme de la creme. Started with OT, ended with OT. This is phenomenal. Bears get the ball. No, who gets the ball first? I think it was the Rams. Rams get the ball first. They punt. 3 and out. Caleb Williams, a 10-play drive. How does it end? A very, very bad interception. An awful throw from Caleb. Missed the mark by a mile. And that was just not even close to DJ Moore. And the corner read it and caught up to the ball and then caught it. And then the Rams, they had to be clutch. They had a 10-play drive. Great catch by Devontae Adams on the sideline. A couple good runs from Blake Corum and Puka Nacua with some good catches. Matthew Stafford going to the end zone twice to 2 different tight ends. Almost coming down with it. Don't get it, though. And then a 42-yard field goal is good. The Rams win the fucking game. Cardiac Caleb does not come in clutch. Matthew Stafford and the Rams win on the road yet again. I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl. This game was fucking big money. The Rams are showing me something right now. They may not be showing me the dominance that you can expect from that offense, but when push comes to shove, they're clutch. The defense is clutch. They bend, but don't break. And the Bears, they came in clutch too. And what did the defense do with the Rams? Get the interception. Get the turnovers they needed. And then Matthew Stafford gets the ball, makes great throws. Great throws over the middle. Great throws to Devontae Adams. Timely runs. And then a field goal. Sets it up beautifully. Shout out to the Rams, but I also want to give a lot of credit to the Bears. I want to give a lot of credit to Caleb Williams. He, even though he has a couple interceptions, man, to even fucking get his team back in this game was some fucking Mahomey shit, bro. And I got to give a lot of respect to him. That shit was insane. I just want to shout out to the Bears for an amazing year. This was Daniel's second team this year,
Mhm.
and they went fucking really
I called
far.
it.
And
Mhm.
man, I want to give a credit to the Bears in what Ben Johnson was able to do. They had a phenomenal great year. One fucking walk down the Packers in clutch time. Fantastic. I mean, a lot of clutch wins. Caleb Williams is going to be a fucking problem for years to come. Shout out to the Bears.
Yeah, credit to the Bears. Start with them first off. I saw this team very early on with some really great wins, very clutch moments. Like Caleb Williams do some very Mahomey shit very early on in the season, and everyone just kind of looked at me like, it's Chicago, it's Caleb, first year head coach, ah. But as the year went on, they kept doing it and they kept doing it and they kept doing it and they got key win after key win after key win. And look, I think this Bear team kind of surprised some people today with that defense and how it came up and how they played in this game. Played really well, very clutch, very early on. Really limited the Rams to what they could do and what they got, especially in the pass game, which I thought was surprising. And I think, Caleb just has some innate something in him that's able to do some dumb shit to make it work out. He's got good chemistry with his receivers, his tight ends. Him and Josh seem to have a good relationship. But I think the key here is that Caleb Williams is so susceptible to throwing a bad interception. And he had 3 of them today. Matthew Stafford had 0. That's just the difference between the two. You have the inexperienced quarterback and the experienced one. And Caleb Williams is on his way. He's going to get there. I believe that. I think we see it. I think eventually Caleb will have his time to shine. But Matthew Stafford has been there and done that, and when it comes to playoff games and against inexperienced teams, he knows how to take advantage of that. If you give him an opportunity, and you always kind of felt it, because you haven't seen it, especially in that third quarter. I always kind of felt there's a drive coming. There's going to be a drive the Rams are going to put together where they're just going to drive the ball down the field. They're going to figure out a way. Matt Stafford's going to make the right throws. And they got it. They got it late. And credit to Caleb, they responded very well. They had a dumb throw that worked out, but it worked out. But when push came to shove and you gave Matthew Stafford not 1, but 2 chances to win a game, more than often not, he's going to. He made the right throws. He made the quick throws. They ran the right plays. Sean McVay knows what he's doing as a coach in that offense. And granted, it didn't look pretty today. That Bear defense played really well. That Ram offense kind of struggled. But credit to the Rams defense as well. Chris Shula called a great game. Had a great game plan established. Didn't give up too much. Caleb Williams all struggled to throw the ball today. It was a very, very tight game. But when you have tight playoff games, you kind of lean towards the more experienced team because that team knows what to do, and you lean to the quarterback. You lean towards the quarterback who's been there and done that. And Matthew Stafford has been there, done that, and he showed that here again today. You saw it in Carolina. You saw it here today. Matthew Stafford knows what he's doing with the ball. He knows how to where to get it, where to go, what we need. That is what great elite quarterbacks and Hall of Fame quarterbacks do. So credit to Matt Stafford. He knows what he's doing with the Bears. They have their system. They have their coach. They have everything in place. A couple of tweaks here and there, and they'll be fine. But Caleb Williams needs to clean up his interceptions. That needs to get cleaned up very quickly. Because Matthew Stafford, no turnovers for the Rams today was the key. Getting that extra possession when they needed it was the key. And that's it. Matthew Stafford and the Rams move on.
Jess, you got anything to comment about this game? I guess not. There we go. But I'm gonna say what Jess probably would say. My pick is still good.
No, wait, I'm here.
Let's
I was
go.
cleaning.
Okay, there we go. Here
Cleaning.
she
What was
is.
your question? I was hearing you guys, but I was in another room. What was your question?
What do you make of this game? How do you feel about what we just watched? Give me a couple of your takes about this game. Some takeaways here.
First things first, I'm happy that my pick survived.
I knew it. Knew she would fucking bring up the pick. There we go. Clock that. I clocked that
And
T.
Daniel sent me this TikTok reel the other day. I'm sure it's been going around with the guys crying. I almost died. I almost died. That was the
Oh my
Rams
god, that was so
again.
scary. Thank you guys for saving me. I almost
That
died.
was the Rams again. Second week in a row that they've almost died. But I'm officially interested in Caleb Williams and his tenure at the Cubs. Not the Cubs, the Bears.
We'll talk
I'm
baseball. We're gonna talk baseball today. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get there.
okay,
That's
yeah, we're
good.
getting,
That's
you
good.
know, Chicago, they're on the up and up. So I'm finally interested in this franchise. I have a team, but I'm also a fan of players. And I think what he's shown, especially towards the later end of the season, and he's gonna be I don't think he's gonna be some average QB. Like I think he is gonna be a name. He's and Ben Johnson. You guys said this. One of you said this. Like he didn't smile the whole game. What a
He
fucking
don't.
machine.
He don't.
What a machine. And I think as long as those two mesh well, I think they can get a team around them. And they may be now. I do want to pay attention to them now next year. I hope this is not a fluke. That would be very disappointing. But I didn't see that. I felt like they've been looking like they were on. They made a lot of mistakes, but they almost walked away with this fucking game. Like that would have been huge for Chicago if they won a divisional. But I'm happy that the Rams won because I think that they are a better matchup or close to the Seahawks, and I want the Seahawks to lose. So, and I think Sean McVay, this game taught him a lot. New level, Matthew and his buddies unlocked. So gonna be exciting. I'm excited. I'm excited. Yesterday I was bummed out, but today I'm excited.
There we go. Man. Joshua loses, but Matthew wins.
And just like that,
this was a fucking.
we're down to
We're
4.
down to 4 teams.